His work in the middle of their defense set the tone for his teammates last game. Coaches think it's a sign he's ready for a jump forward as a player.
ready to fire in the north end zone, we can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New York Jets and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Opposite him, the Jets' Aaron Glenn. His squad losers last week after a victory in the season opener. His counterpart on the Bucs sideline is Todd Bowles. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. From the 6, here comes a return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
So you take a look at last week's game, Mike, and you certainly wouldn't say that he played poorly. I mean, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's a clean slate. But when you talk to his coaches, they said they haven't seen him this motivated to bounce back after a loss in his entire career. So he's had a great week of practice. He's really challenging the guys around him to elevate their standard. And if it's any indication of how today is going to go, I think we're in for a treat.
First carry of the game now, and here's Brees Hall. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
They'll set up the screen to Hall. He's got room past the 25. Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay and a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Another run here with Hall. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the 2nd straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Pass caught left side by Likely. And he's very close to a 1st down, out of bounds, right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is 4th down. On now comes the punt team for the Jets. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
They go play action with Mayfield. Left side to Godwin. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd down.
from the 20. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. The pressure gets there, and down he goes, back inside the 20-yard line.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
So on 4th down, Riley Dixon on to punt for Tampa Bay. Much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Jets offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Now faking the give. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Short. Complete to Likely. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he's going to have the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. That time they got the veteran John Simpson.
Still 3rd down.
So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. 15 yards on the catch and run for the 1st down.
And the Jets 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the give, it's Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Back to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And while the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away, don't turn it over, and let's live for the next play call.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback. Has to come out to the 20-yard line. The Buccaneers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They had a disappointing quick 3-and-out on that opening drive. So they'll try it again here in a scoreless game with 1st and 10. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. On play action, Mayfield. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
That's good for a Tampa Bay.
They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go again here with Irving. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he's going to be out of bounds. Well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Moves to 2nd and 10.
They give to Hall. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's Austin McNamara now, as he's on to punt for the Jets. And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball, as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Now, screen set up for Irving. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 2-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down.
They send Evans in motion.
47-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. They're going to work this down inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
1st and 10.
Slot man in motion left. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Get this complete right side to Otten. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down. Now Mayfield. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up second down.
At the 18-yard line. A gain of 4.
Throwing is Mayfield. That is caught for 3. And he will score! Mike Evans. Touchdown Buccaneers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
This is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Cut. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
He'll go again with Hall. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
So this time they're trying to use the run game to attack the boundary side of the field. And the defense is really fast in their pursuit. Really nice effort there from the backside, and they're able to bring him down this time for a loss.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2 as they are facing a tough 3rd and 11. He'll drop to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Here's Austin McNamara now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And before this drive starts, we'll take a look at the current race to see who's going to take home the award of NFL Most Valuable Player. Gonna give it to Irvin. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing is Baker. A pass pulled in by Irving. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Now, Mayfield. Middle of the field, he's got Evans. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give the secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
The Jets offense back onto the field for their next possession. Hey, Greg, no one better than you to talk about the rookie crop of tight ends, especially at the top. A couple of guys who have Midwest ties, played in the Big Ten, now find themselves in the Midwest, especially Colston Loveland, who's a Chicago Bear tight end.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Mike, when I watch Loveland play, when you look back and watch his tape from Michigan, there's 2 guys that play tight in the NFL. There's the guy that you have to script open. He's going to catch flat routes and naked routes, and he's going to catch the easy ones, and he'll run after and get what he can. And then there's the guys, Mike, that get themselves open. They can win 3rd down one-on-one. They can win versus press. They can win routes downfield versus defensive backs, not just linebackers. When I watch Colston Loveland, that's the guy I see.
And another one out of the Big Ten, Tyler Warren from Penn State. He goes to Indianapolis.
Yeah, and he's a little more of a throwback, right? He can play a little quarterback, he can play H-back, he can put his hand on the ground. He's still good enough and athletic enough to play in space. When you look at what Penn State did with him, there wasn't a position on the field, including center, that he didn't play. So he's a really big, physical, run-after-catch. I think he's a good fit because, remember, in Indy, that Shane Steichen offense, they're going to want to run the ball. They're going to want to get downhill with the run game, offensive line. So I think it's a good fit because he's very talented in the passing game, but he's going to keep teams honest with his ability to still contribute on all 3 downs.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. And now it's 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or kick a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks in the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. That is Andre Sisco in from the safety spot to record the sack.
Some of the best safeties that we have seen in the last couple generations, Mike, Troy Polamalu, Earl Thomas, they kind of reestablished that rover safety mentality where you can't really predict where they're going to be pre or post snap, but they've earned that trust. The coaches understand they might give up a play or 2 here or there, but overall, they're going to make a lot of game-changing plays that we just saw.
This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
3rd down, it's Irving.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got them backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, and comes up well short.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Jets offense headed back to take over once more. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Off the play fake. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Yaya Diaby. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
So these are always the most disappointing drives, right? So you get the ball, you're on your opponent's side of the field, and then you go 3 and out. So you take the field, you say, this is a prime opportunity. Come away at least with points, and now they find themselves in a tricky, delicate situation. I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. And he's going to have the Jets' 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He'll be forced outright. Off he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of the 1st down. That's a pickup of 8. 2nd and a yard.
Let's go now. 19-18. Ready.
Handoff. Here comes Hall. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to 60. Back to 60. Back to 80.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Breece Hall, touchdown Jets. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Point after, coming up here. He's got it, and the Jets will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bucs offense ready to get back at it. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. The 45. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down is Mayfield. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 2nd and inches. They send Godwin in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Open man, right side. He's got it. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. To the outside, catch made by Evans. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. 3rd down, 3 to go. They send Godwin in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
A 43-yard attempt.
He has to drive this through the lane, but he does. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. That's Ibuka in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And he won't get away. Good open tackle there to get him down behind the line. 2 minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. It's Otten in motion. Second down throw from Mayfield. Open man, the tight end, Joe Keith. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. To the left side, to Godwin. And he's in! Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
There's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. They'll return this from the 11. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Jets offense ready to see what they can do. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10.
Okay, ready?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. Catch made, right side by Wilson. Now the Bucs will take their first time out. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Come on. Hey, get him.
Throwing now on third and long. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On comes the punter now, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Buccaneers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. That's Ibuka in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Mayfield. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Now Mayfield. He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down. Here's Mayfield. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Throwing is Mayfield. He'll find his running back, White. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA
Our
Sports
look around the
halftime
NFL
report.
starts now. We begin at Highmark Stadium. It's the Bills at home for an AFC East battle with the Miami Dolphins. And here's a man who went for 1,000 yards last year, James Cook. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. The Bills are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Houston Texans. And it's the former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. He's got a couple of touchdown passes in this first half, including this one. One more to tell you about real quick. It's up in Minneapolis. It's the Vikings hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's the man who missed last year but is back now, J.J. McCarthy. 52 yards, touchdown. The Vikings on top in this one at halftime. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Rain only intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet and wild second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Buccaneers offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll play action, Mayfield. That's caught inside by Otten. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
The 17-yard line.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Trying to hook up with Pop that time around. And it's going to be 4th down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone, that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant footing, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jets offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Let's go now.
A give. Here's Hall. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now, faking the give. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. New York. He'll drop to throw. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been... terrific all game long. That's thrown quickly, taken in by Godwin.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Williams on the tackle. A loss of 1.
They send Godwin in motion. To throw is Mayfield. Back over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And the defense can't stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing is Baker. They'll set up the screen to White. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards. From the 41, here's second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
Baker gonna hand it to White. And it'll be brought down right around the 40. Quentin Williams there to make the play.
40-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
That's Ibuka in motion. Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher. And this offense now finds themselves staring at fourth down as a result.
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Returnable from the 17. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with first and 10.
Come on. Hey, crack all 80.
Give up the middle with Hall. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. But they get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
A really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. Boom! And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. Brings up second down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a second and 3 forthcoming. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Throwing now from the gun. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have it up for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
First down.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
It's first down, and it's Paul. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Jets first down.
up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hot 70, hot.
He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Go! Cowboy 8.
Back to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. That is caught at the 3. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
You know, once he broke the pocket, Mike, I actually thought he was just going to call his own number and become a runner. I thought he had some green grass out in front of him to take it in, but he decides to put it in the air instead and falls incomplete.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
So on is the kicker, Harrison Mevis, in a big spot. This to get back to a 1-possession game. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. So on 4th down, here's Harrison Mevis for the Jets field goal. This about as short as you can get. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
He does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. A nice place for the drive to start. The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. And before this drive starts, we're going to take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. drop there. It's a loss of 8. Second down throw from Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
It's now third down.
They'll try to run for it. Here's White. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line, and for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And good coverage by the Bucs team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Jets offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. He'll set up to throw. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of first.
Fair catch.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to take over possession of the football. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Pistol, it's Mayfield. Down the field, it's Evans. Aaron Glenn, he has made the decision. He wants another look, and out comes the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the Jets.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mayfield. That's Ibuka. It's 3rd and 4.
A gain of a yard on the play.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. And it's caught. He got Godwin. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
That's good for a 1st down.
They bring their tight end right.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They run with White. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal. second down.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
That is caught, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown, Tampa. It's his 3rd touchdown of the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
There's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. A short one taken at the 10. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Jets offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Faking the give. The coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. So the key play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the 1st down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains and force the turnover on downs.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, Baker. He's got the connection there to Egbuka. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll run over center with White. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll go again with White. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
At the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Baker to throw. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. That Brandon Stevens, the corner, shooting in to bring him down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Bucs will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They'll return this from the 10. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jets offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Set up to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll run. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They'll throw out of the gun, scrambling to his left. He'll run again. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. He'll look underneath for home. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. And the Jets have a 1st down.
And the Jets 1st down.
Let's go now.
Back to the air one more time. Gets that one to the veteran Lazar. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw again. That's caught. It's Braylon Allen. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
They'll look to throw yet again. In trouble, and down he goes.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. They put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing now from the gun. Moving outside the pocket.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. And after the catch, great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. Defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So a win here for the Buccaneers. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers get the win, as we say so long from Tampa.
Fall is in the air and not a moment too soon. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 3. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. Let's start in Tampa. The Bucs at home to take on the New York Jets. And it's the Tampa Bay defense coming up with the big play here. They made their presence felt in a number of ways, including the pass rush, as they get the sack here. Next up, it's Santa Clara, California. Let's look in on the Niners as they play host to the Arizona Cardinals. And this is Kyler Murray, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Cardinals are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. Lastly, we head out to SoFi Stadium. It's the Chargers hosting the Denver Broncos. And it's the second-year quarterback, Bo Nix. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Broncos come away with the victory, their 3rd straight. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week, right here on EA Sports.
Franchise.